it worth it? Is it for the future? The family. I want more. I want freedom. I'm purpose driven for equality. You're gonna know my name. I'm still the same. Ain't nothing changed. You're gonna know I am good. Respect me and my legacy. And I wish you would Google me, read my story. You're gonna know my name. Welcome to the face behind the brand. Episode 140. I'm excited about our incredible guest this evening. Hope everybody's good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the face behind the brand. I am your host, Monique Marie, and you are the incredible Bay Area recording artist, vocal performer, singer, songwriter, producer, Mr. Talent himself. You know I have to say it. Mr. Talent himself, J Luck. Absolutely. I have to bring you in to this amazing and incredible sound. A dime a dozen to get your night started. Make you feel real good inside. This is available now on all platforms. Let's y'all vibe to this for a minute. So what you are listening to tonight again is A Dime a Dozen by our amazing and incredible recording artist that is here tonight, J Luck. I'm not going to play the entire song for you all because I want you to go stream it. Again, it's everywhere. And you are here, and I'm so excited. So welcome to the face behind the brand. How are you tonight, King?
I'm blessed to be here. Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So let's get into it because I know it's Friday night. And I appreciate you making the time. First of all, shout out to, of course, JC, of course, JC Rowe.
Shout out JC, man. JC Rowe.
Shout out the Joker, not himself, of course, introduced me and connected me.
Squad right there.
That network and made it all possible. So, of course, I want to say thank you. Shout out to JC. Of course, and shout out to my cousin who introduced me to JC, of course, and who's now introduced me to you. So take me back because I always like to start, from humble beginnings, this incredible voice that we're talking about right now tonight, this incredible vocal performer who is here in the Bay Area. I want to know this gift. I want to know who in the household began this influence and got you started.
Well, first of all, I want to give honor to God because God gave me the gift.
Amen.
And the people that He put me in the household that He put me in helped flourish and nourish that gift.
Yes.
And my mother and my grandmother are singers.
Amen.
My great uncle is a singer. My father is a singer too. And
Yes.
so I was a PK, so I grew up in the church. So
Choir boy.
uh, yeah, choir boy. Whenever it's Mother's Day, Easter Day, some day at church, go, who's singing the lead? John, go get
Uh-huh.
John. John.
Uh-huh.
Uh, that was it. That's my beginnings. I grew up in the church. I always loved singing. Kind of gravitated to some guys in high school, and we created a singing group when I was about 15 called YMS, Young Men with
Okay.
Souls, 5-part
Yes.
harmony.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the youngest. I was the youngest of the group. So we was in high school. Everybody else was seniors. So we
Yes.
kind of like, they kind of went to college, and we kind of like grew apart. But and that's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I just started to like write, started to learn how to write music around that time,
Yeah.
and decided to do my own thing. And here I am.
And here you are. And so you separated from YMS. You went solo at the age of 21, correct?
Yeah,
So what
around
was
that
that
time.
like? What's that like? Because we watch so many different artists, and of course, there's everyone is a star, right? Everyone is a team. Everyone is, of course, the musician in the group. And here you had, a very unique, tight group because you had a 5 harmony vocal, pack going on there. So how was that? I mean, obviously to have to, obviously want to say I'm going to go my separate way, and of
Oh
course,
yeah.
yes, here you are.
It wasn't like a separation type of thing. It was just like, some people had like other hobbies and careers that they were more interested in. Like
Yeah.
the older guys really were into, going to college. One of the other guys was really into church. He became a pastor.
Okay.
Um, and the other guys were into like sports, basketball, and I loved music. So I was just
Hmm.
like, well, they
I'm gonna
kind of
keep
left
going.
me. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
but I mean, so I had to do my thing. I mean, I kind of got better at writing. Started to work with other producers and kind of develop this style that I have right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I always say, I mean, I'm listening to, of course, 2022's music, right? And you've had an incredible year. Congratulations on so much. I mean, I'm still discovering through your
yeah.
discography, right? I mean, you have a lot of
Oh yeah.
music, King, and you know
It's
this,
going.
right?
I got the boat coming. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, first of all, well done. Okay. You got Love Ride Volume 1, 2, and 3. We're
Yeah.
talking
Oh
about
boy.
well over 21 songs, amazing songs. And are these all produced by yourself? Because I know you're producing.
No, I didn't produce all of them. I did produce some though.
Okay, okay. So let's start with Volume 3, the latest, of course. And I'm all over the place tonight because again, it's so much music.
Nice.
Love Ride Volume 3.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we just released that. So talk to me about this incredible 7-track album, of course, and an
Yeah.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing album cover, by the way. I had to
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I had to grab that.
So the EP came together like I've been putting this Love Ride together for like I want to say since 2010. I
Okay.
put I put I put together a album back. No, I want to say actually it was like 2011. I put an album out about around that time, and I called it Love Ride, but I took it down because
Mm,
I wasn't ready for music at that time. I took like a break from music for like 5 years.
mm,
But this music is basically these Love Ride volumes are basically the what I went through during the 5 years of my hiatus from music. Like basically all
mm.
the emotion, all the love and hate and sadness and drama and
Yeah,
everything that I went through during that season. Yeah, yeah. Hey, look
yeah.
at that guy back there. I know that dude.
I'm like, yeah. You look okay to me.
No, but yeah, it's basically a roller coaster. It's a love
Yeah,
ride. It's that's what it is.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, intoxication, of course, comes to
Mm,
mind.
yeah,
Well done. EDM, correct?
yeah. It's lightweight
Yes.
EDM. Yep, trance.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm very I'm all over the place because I love, I don't like, and I love what I love about you is that you don't like to categorize yourself into a genre.
No.
Yeah. So talk about that because I know so many people want to place you as R&B and all this, but you're not. You're every genre. So
Yeah, like I put it like this: like we come into this world. Listen, I mean, we're in the womb listening to a beat our whole existence
yeah.
before we even enter this world. You know what I mean? So that boom, boom, boom. It's to any music is that. You know what I mean? So that's in my soul. Like that's a part of who I am. So like when I go to create, I don't think about like what genre this is. I listen to the song and the song speaks to me. The beat speaks, and I write what I hear or I hit the
Yes.
melodies that come to me that I hear. I'm like, that's tight. I'm gonna rock with that. Like I don't care about if it's country. Like
Yeah.
if somebody's putting it in a category as country because he just from Louisiana. He just sound like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Well,
yeah.
So Love Ride Volume 1, Love Ride Volume 2, of course, again, we're in 2022. You dropped, of course, Love Ride Volume 1, and then it also even an EP.
Yeah.
And talk to me about those numbers. 4-song EP, is it 401104?
Right. So 401104 is me and one of my best friends' birthdays put together. His is April 1st, mine's 1104. So my birthday's coming
Okay.
up. We're about to drop another volume of that on 1104. So that
Okay.
y'all look out for 401104 volume 2. You know what I'm saying? 4 tracks real quick for
Jesus.
you. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. So I always talk about the evolution. So if I was to take you back to 2019, where
Mm-hmm.
you gave it to me though. And I bring you back to, of course, now with these Love Ride volumes. How would you say, and this is a two-part question for you, King. How would you say, your music has evolved, obviously, and when it comes to just the difference in both your songwriting capability and obviously your delivery?
I just feel like the belief in myself has evolved.
Mm,
Um, and that is showing in my music. I feel like
absolutely.
the time that I've taken to become the artist that I am is showing in my music, and I think that's just evolution is showing right now. I look back at um, the song I put out in 2019 was Love Back,
Yes.
and one of my favorite songs to this day. Like I love that song. You know what I mean? And I think that it's still in the race with all the songs that I put out right now. Like I don't feel like I feel like I've grown for sure, but
Yeah.
I'm still that stuff is still dope. Like somebody gonna catch that ain't ever heard it. You know what I mean? And be
Yeah.
like, wow, this is refreshing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like that. So you're around so many artists. You've worked with quite a few artists, and again, an amazing discography. You've worked obviously as a solo artist, but you've also uh, worked with obviously the late Jacka. Rest in peace to the Jacka. Um, E40, Lee Major, Sam Quinn, Big Rich, Rapping Forte, Messy Marv. I mean, Burner, Yuck Mouth, the list goes on, right?
Yeah, a lot of Bay
So
Area notable people.
very, very notable people. So when you're on the other side of the stage and you're watching someone like one of these amazing, reputable artists, what is it that you're paying attention to? What are you learning? What are you watching? What are you listening
Uh,
for?
I'm listening for. I'm looking first. I'm looking at first. I'm in awe for I've been to a couple of concerts where I've actually been able to sit on the sidelines and actually see
Yeah.
some of the greatest perform. Like recently, I went to Creamy. Shout out to My Emotion. He let me
Wow.
fly backstage with him
Oh my
and
God.
see some of the greats like RBL and when I just was watching them control the crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the main thing is like when you performer, you gotta really control the crowd, and that's one of the things that I like. I really watch with every artist because I go to open mics and I just want to see how they, engage with the crowd.
Yeah. Yes.
You know.
Absolutely. I need to feel you, we
I
need
gotta
to
feel
feel
you.
you. Yeah, even as an artist, of course, me being an artist myself, it's like if I can't feel, I mean, there's just some amazing artists, but energy is everything. And I think, if you forget why you're really there, you could feel that. You know what I'm saying? A
That's
person
it.
can they can feel like it's empty, like, come on, connect with me, like bring me in. So
No, for real.
I can appreciate that. So what would you do if you made a mistake, King, while performing? I mean, the show must go on.
I've
So
done it. I've done
what
it. I've done
happened?
it.
What happened?
Oh, man. The show went on. Like
Hey,
I've had people mess up my show. Like I left
good.
actually once I left the show. I ain't gonna lie. I
Mm,
left one show. I was doing a tour, but I ain't gonna talk about it though,
yeah,
because they was on some weird stuff. But
yeah.
anyway, but once during the set, like I forgot the words for like a few seconds. But
Hmm.
I asked the DJ to run it back for me.
Okay.
Kept it lit,
Yeah.
and people
Things
received it still
happen.
well because it's still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still something.
Yeah. I love that. Well, we're in an industry and you just talked about that, people being weird, people being competitive. I mean, it's competitive. They say vocalists or singers and rappers were like athletes, right?
Man,
So
I'm learning. I'm learning. Look,
yes, you are
I
an
I
athlete,
ain't know.
brother.
I ain't know it was this cutthroat though.
Oh, it's
I found some
nasty.
stuff out during this summer, man. During this tour
Yeah,
I was on, I found some crazy
it's
stuff out.
real nasty. But what I
It's
like
really,
about you, and it's is what you've been doing on your platform, and I talk about again energy, affirmations, things like that to keep you grounded, but also with the hopes of course, lifting others, right? You
yeah,
know,
that's it.
talk a little bit about this because today I read, of course, what you posted today. I'm going to
Yeah,
share it with everybody. Today, obviously, is Friday. It's almost gone, but we're here tonight. But
yeah,
basically, you post pretty much daily
yeah,
affirmations. And so,
yeah.
when did this begin, and what motivated you to do this?
Um, Beginning of this year, I want to say around April, um, my life started to take a little change,
Yeah.
and towards me, being more of a serious artist and like really, really pushing a harder line.
Mm,
And I needed, I needed, to be grounded. I needed to be in touch with God. I needed to be like all the time. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I at least try to take that much time out of the day. Because I got a lot, going on. So I at least try to take this much time to focus on something that'll better myself and help somebody else. But it started for me just reading affirmations myself.
I
You know what I
love
mean?
it.
Just me just, wanting to be better, wanting to, elevate my mind, my
Mhm.
spirit, my consciousness, awareness, everything. Just wanting to be a better version of myself. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's where it started, and it ended up me sharing someone else's affirmations.
Oof,
And then I was like, I could write affirmations. Like, you know
yes,
what
you
I mean? Like
can.
I've been ingesting these for like the last 8 months.
Yeah.
I can definitely come from my heart and spirit and give some people a part of me that that's something that's been helping me. So that's what I started to do. And I have a song that I post with it. It's called Consecrate. It's off of the EP or album that
I
I put
love
out
that song.
last Christmas Eve. I put that CD out, and it's actually helping the song itself too. So it's definitely a beneficial tool for everybody. It's myself, my spirit. When I read them before I send them out, when I take the
Hmm.
process of putting the whole thing together and sending it out, I read it like 10 times. You know what I
I
mean? You know
love
what I mean?
it.
So it's
Yeah.
in my mind. Then I send it to other people. Then I send it out to 300 people or more. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just like my way to fellowship with people.
Well, I love it. And, it's interesting because I'm also big person on affirmations. So a lot
Okay.
of times people think things are just created. This has been going on for years.
Right. Come on.
If you want to take it biblical, he's been telling us to call things that aren't as though they are forever. So
That's it.
I again paused on today's, which was Friday's affirmation, and and I'll read it. And you said, "I'm inspiring people through my work."
Right.
I am rising above the thoughts that are trying to make me angry or afraid. That's a big. I feel more grateful each day.
Yeah.
And I'm freeing myself from all destructive doubt and fear.
That's it.
That's it. That's a big.
Doubt is the killer, man. For real. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy, King? I follow and to anybody that doesn't, I follow a lot of, and it's okay, I follow a lot of billionaires, right? I'm like, I'm gonna follow some billionaires. Like
if you're gonna follow somebody, follow a billionaire. That's right.
Billionaires, like, and not just because of the money part, but just to understand the mental that it took to get them there and how they are maintaining. And one of them I follow is Grant Cardone. And one of the things that someone asked him yesterday, they had said, "How do you stay motivated?" And they were like, "How do you stay motivated? And how do you still, run, take care of your family, run your business?" And the first thing he said, "I get up every morning, again, clockwork, prayer." But he said, "I write everything down, like not just what like my agenda for today is, but he's like, I write my affirmations down daily." And the guy was like, "What does that do?" And he was like, "For one, I can go back and see what happened, what I wrote out, what transpired. But it's something that just goes into my mental of knowing what's going to happen, whether it starts with 3 or 100."
Yeah.
And I started doing them like with alphabets, like years ago. Like if I couldn't think of something, I would say A. Like obviously everything starts with I am, but like I am alive, I am aware, I am whatever. You know what I'm saying? All the way to Z. And next thing you know, it's like I'm sitting there for like 30 minutes.
What's up?
So
you have to worship.
Yeah, and it's just so powerful. And it's like, not to take anyone to a different direction, whatever a person's belief or religion is, this is like inner self-care that you're doing.
That's it. It's real. That's it.
It's big. And I think it's beautiful. And I thank you for it, So speaking of some of these affirmations and words, because you are a songwriter, a lyricist, a poet, if you will, I am into wordplay. This is during the time that I bring up some of those amazing words that I thought of for you. So far, I should say, because again, I'm still learning about you. It might be your music. It may be a song title. I don't know. I'm going to say a word, and you're going to basically tell me the first thing that comes to mind. No wrong or right.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Intentional.
What you mean is what you set forth to do.
Absolutely. We talked about this a few minutes ago. Consecrate.
Holiness.
Ooh. Elaborate on that.
Just pureness. Like the Bible says, whatever is good, whatever is holy, whatever is right, whatever is, think on that thing. So consecrate is like,
oh my gosh,
think on good,
Ooh. Okay, King. Journey. Yeah.
Something I've been on for a long time. Just your path, your purpose, your path and purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And legacy.
Well, I'm gonna leave my son.
Ooh.
My son's name is Legacy too.
Oh my God! I didn't know that. Yeah. Hey, Legacy.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to my son. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love it. I'll give you one more because I find you to be profound. Profound.
Profound is the word? Oh, man. Just big. Just big.
Yeah.
Profound is huge. Like, I pray that my career is profound, and it's profound in the mind of all the people that perceive it.
Ooh, oh my God. All right now. you, of course, had the opportunity to be on an incredible show, a platform, network, American Idol. Share with us.
Oh my God.
Take me back.
Oh, I tried out for American Idol 3 times. Look.
Wow.
And
Jesus.
the third time, well, the second time I got kicked out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, we was acting out. But yeah, I didn't really go there for what I was supposed to be going there for. But the last time I went, though, I went there and I stood in that line forever, and I never got to meet Simon or anybody like that. But they had lines and lines and lines and lines of people, and they had like judges of sets of 3 judges, like 10 sets of 3 judges, and 3 artists would walk up to these 3 judges, and we would all sing, right?
Okay.
So I sang When I'm With You, Tony Terry. This other brother sang Boys to Men, End of the Road, killed it.
Oh wow.
And then this girl, she sang a song about how Simon was cool, and she got through to meet Simon. So it wasn't about the singers, like, you know, it was more or less. That's when I was like, I kind of got discouraged about it for a little while, but I met some people out of there that, you know, kind of like I started doing music with, and we built off the American Idol meet. But anyway, it was whack.
Yeah. Oh my God. Because I always ask people what they still, because there's so many other shows still, you know, Voice, there's so many other, but I always ask, you know, artists, and no disrespect to any show. I mean, network, a lot of obviously great artists have come out of shows. I even commend J Hud again for losing, but getting an Oscar instead first before she got her Grammy.
She's the GOAT.
Yeah, like crazy. Like a perfect example of just exposure. You shot me down, and then now I'm here. I have a talk show and I have an Oscar. So it's just, I just think, you know, she's a dopest. Each his own, though. You know what I'm saying?
I think she's the only one that like went as high as she did out of all the American Idols, right? And she
crazy. Well, you got Kelly Clarkson. She also, you know, is not an Oscar yet.
She ain't got no Oscars.
No, she does not.
She ain't going high. She ain't going high, Jason.
Have you seen her talk show yet?
I haven't, but I love her voice though.
Oh my God, I love me some J Hud.
All-star.
Yeah.
She's awesome, man.
She's incredible. Yeah. So, what would you say is the difference between living and existing?
Whew. People exist every day, man. They wake up, they got a routine. They don't think outside of that. I was listening to this pastor one time, and he was talking about how he had a friend that would always have joy, regardless to what was going on in his life. And he was like, yeah, man, I just got fired today, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm just chilling, and you know. And he's like, how do you have all this joy? Why? He said, because I'm alive. I'm here. Like I can still, you know what I mean, go get another job. You know what I mean? Like I'm still here. So living, you gotta live, man. You gotta have joy. Joy is a part of being alive and existing. You just walking around like a zombie. Most people do it every day. They get in the car, they go to work, they come home, they do it again.
Yeah.
You know, and that's existing, you know. I was existing for a heck of long. Like I think within the last couple of years I really started living. Like for real. Like for real.
Well, you know, you're an incredible musician. You know, and I'm sure you've been told this, but I mean, like your vocal range, your vocal performer, you know, I think you're like how our parents would say, you're not a singer, you're a sanger with an A, you know.
No, I appreciate that. That's a difference right there.
Yeah, major. It's like, yeah, an incredible sound. So if I was to say, obviously now I know, you know, some of these strengths. What strengths do you have that you believe make you a great musician besides this incredible voice? Because obviously there's a skill of commitment and everything else, right, that comes with it. So
I would say my upbringing definitely does.
Mm.
I would say because I believe it's a purpose of mine. You know, it's not just, it's a passion of
Yeah.
mine. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just I don't know what I would do without music.
Oof.
Like seriously, like I grew up.
That's powerful.
I tear up right now.
Oh my
But you
God.
know, I grew up like music really saved my life. Let's put it like that. So I don't think I
Mhm.
would do anything but music.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if I was to make music for somebody else, like if I wasn't singing or something, I would be something in music. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would be doing that because it's my passion.
Absolutely. Well, we know about your strengths, as a musician, as a person. Share with me a weakness.
Um, I would say perfectionism.
Mm.
Perfectionism is a weakness of mine, and I mean, like, it has cost me some songs. Like, I lost 200 songs. I just was talking to the DJ in there today,
Oh my God.
and she lost her laptop. She was telling about how she lost all her stuff, and I was like, it just made me remember about how I lost like 200 songs and like all my hard work, a lot of my hard work, and I believe it was because I was just um holding the music instead of letting it go. Like I was just
Ooh.
being overly perfectionist about it. Like God was like, "Yo," and I blame God after that. I ain't gonna lie. I went through. That's when I went through my little spiral, my little depression. But
Mm.
I blamed God for a long time because I didn't understand that. You know, He was saying that you got something better coming. One
Mm.
first, you got something better. This stuff is tight. This is practice. You know, you did
Ooh.
good. That was a good practice run. You feel me? Don't even trip off that stuff. Wait till you see what's coming. So, and that's what came. And I mean, like, I believe, like you said, writing down, like billionaires write stuff down.
Yeah.
I wrote in 2019. I wrote down a business plan, and everything on that plan has happened.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Everything on that plan, and I didn't, not even with my like me going back and reading and saying, oh, check off this part. Oh, this happened, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like I wrote it down. I read it a couple times. I shared it with a couple people who it was a business plan. So I shared it
Yeah.
with a couple people. And I mean, everything on that list, I went back and looked at that list recently. And that's when I was like, yo, I have manifested everything that I intended to.
That's powerful.
And that's when that's me recognizing where I am. That's why I said this year has been a really monumental year for me. And everything, not just my spirituality, my family, my music. It's just been a beautiful year.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. How many hats do you own, King?
Hats? I don't even know. I don't even know. A lot of man, I don't even know. You see that? You see the hat? Look, I got that picture right there. Hat there. Right? I don't even know where
Yes,
that hat is. Look, I got a lot of hats.
I
I
know
love
you do. That's why I'm like, I wonder how many hats he.
hats.
I'm looking at the pictures when I was going through the images. I was like,
Every
okay.
picture got a hat on, huh? Look there, look, you got an interview with no hat. Look.
I
Oh man, no, I love hats, man. I've been loving
Yeah,
hats my whole life. I've been a
yeah,
hat dude.
yeah. I know, I know. That's why I was like, how many hats does he have? Shit.
I don't know.
Um,
Over 50, well over.
woo! Did you say over 50?
Yeah,
Oh my God, King, that's a lot of hats.
it's a lot of hats.
How do you choose? I mean, obviously by color, obviously what you're wearing. Is it
Yeah,
sport?
it's I like to coordinate. You know what I'm saying?
Coordinate.
I like to if you seen the drip right now, you would understand. You would understand. Yeah,
Ooh.
I like to coordinate. I got to
Uh-huh.
match the hat, got to match the socks, got to match the shirt, got to match the socks.
That's that Scorpio
Yeah,
too. Y'all like
you
colors.
already
Y'all
know.
like bright
Oh yeah,
colors.
love the vibrant color, let it pop out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Purple
Yeah.
was my favorite color for a long time, man. I used to be all with purple, man.
Oh,
Popping with purple. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I love that. Tell me about your favorite. I know there's been many, but tell me about your favorite performance and what did you learn from that experience?
Favorite performance. Oh.
Favorite one. Gotta be a favorite. Venue, what was the venue? You know, what made it such a incredible, memorable experience?
My favorite performance was 2009
Mm.
in Los Angeles at Toyota Raceway.
Woo!
It was the magazine. It was
My God.
all the magazine. It was like all the tightest cars in the world was there, and the crowd was amazing. And I was just singing on a hook with these two guys. Shout out to Go Getters.
Mm.
And I got to meet all the stars. Like I got to meet like Twista. I got to meet Dero when Dero was popping. Mac 10. I met a bunch of people, bunch of artists. Nick Cannon.
Wow.
Um, and it was just a great. I felt like a super duper star because the stage was just like it was just amazing. It just made me feel like a superstar. Got up there saying I felt like I was in my pocket. The people was the audience was really feeling the hook. You know what I mean? So it was a great. I think that was the greatest experience I had. Yeah.
That's incredible. What would you say is worse, King? Failing or never trying?
Never trying.
Mm.
When you fail forward.
Yes.
We gotta learn. We gotta learn somehow. Gotta learn somehow, man. If you don't take a risk, you'll never learn.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I had the chance, of course, to enjoy an incredible visual. We talked about the sound earlier.
Yeah.
A dime a dozen. Take me to this entire process, this video, of course, this visual. And I know it was shot by, is it Trevor?
Yeah, Trevor Loud.
Trevor Loud. Shout out to Trevor. Location, just the entire creation, the process of the video. Well done. Talk to me about it.
So shout out Jay Chanel. She helped help put it together. She was also part of the creative process. I basically, the thought I had didn't come the way I wanted to, but it worked out. So we shot it. Location was in Los Angeles at this nice warehouse the director found, and we basically I wanted to do like a narration. That's me like basically narrating the scene, like basically telling her like love yourself. You're going through this argument with this dude who probably don't even care about you right now, and he's more attentive to other things than you. So basically, I wanted to do both versions. I wanted to have a male going through the same thing the female was going through, and them ended up at the club together. But we kind of didn't have enough people to make that happen. But what we made do what we had. You know what I'm saying? And we made a beautiful video out of that. And basically, the moral of the story is that she ends up going to the club. I ended up narrating around her, basically telling her to love herself. Like, get up out of the club. You don't need to be up in here. You need to focus on yourself.
Yeah, I love it. Incredible song, incredible visual.
Oh yeah, that was a sponsor, Ghost Tequila for the hot one. So hot one, we got the Ghost Tequila sponsor. So
I see the bottle. I see the bottle. Incredible, King. So what can you share with us, of course, without sharing too much? What can you tell us is coming next? I know you talked about.
I want to tell you about everything. Look, I'm gonna telling you everything. Look, we just so much going on. I'm gonna slow down real quick so I can think, because I get excited when I start talking about all the stuff that's coming. I'll tell you. Okay. So I got Love Ride Volume 4 is coming. I'm not gonna give a date yet. But Love Right Value 4 is on the way.
Got
I
it.
got an album called Sauce God that's coming out, which is gonna be me and a bunch of artists that I've collabed with. And I just dropped a couple of names. You feel me? I got Raven Justice on there.
Oh my
I
God.
got Leah Janae on there. I don't know if you know who Leah Janae is.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I got Leah Janae on there. I got Kevin McCall on there.
My goodness.
Yeah, just a couple of people. And then that Sauce God album that's coming out soon. Then I got this Late Nights and Early Mornings now. And that's Mornings, Moani.
Oh, listen. Okay.
So, what you sipping out?
I'm sipping on some Malbec. Just
But
a little
yeah, so
Malbec.
late nights and early mornings. I actually just finished the title track last night,
Okay.
and then so that is coming together faster than the other projects. So I'm probably gonna drop that one very, very soon. You know what I'm saying? Then we have 401-104 that's coming out on my birthday, 11/04. So you guys stay tuned for that. It's coming real soon.
Dope.
And I'm also Christmas album. Christmas. Last year I put out a Christmas album.
Yes, I was gonna talk about that. Yes.
Yeah. So this year I'm working. I've already got one single for the album. I'm gonna do some covers, and put another one out. Keep it pushing.
I love that you do Christmas albums and Christmas songs. Like one of my favorite songs is and it's funny because I performed it years ago. My favorite things.
You know what? So this is what we gonna do then. So we finna cover. These are a few of my favorite things.
Oh, Late Nights on Roses.
Oh, you better.
Whispers on Kittens. I love that song.
Oh, hey, look. I can get jazzy with you one time. We can get on that thing.
I would love to do that. I just, I've never done a Christmas single or EP or anything. It's like everybody comes up with it. And it's just so seasonal, but it's inspiring.
Yeah, right? So I want to get it done and wrapped up probably around the Thanksgiving and have it ready to, Yeah, so let's put that together.
Let's do it because we could tell everybody we got an interview coming up too. I got an interview with
you sure do. Lyric Bust Down, shout out Lyric Bust Down. She coming up to break down one of her songs on my show. Yes, you are.
I'm nervous, King. But I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that you're doing. And just how the journey is going. I know, of course, things are interesting because of the fact that, like I said, through the pandemic, what you have done, just looking through your discography has been amazing and again, very impressive. So God is good. He's great.
I'm trying to tell you, every position, every elevation that I've gotten is because of him. And I see it at every step. It's like, thank you. Right on. It's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a mix. So it's a beautiful thing. Gotta give it.
It's beautiful. Well, I said it today, even when I was in the elevator. I was just like, you know what, God, you are amazing. I could share this. I had like $100 like in my pocket today, and then it was just like, and I don't normally carry money in my pocket, but I had dropped all the money on the ground, right? And I got to the car because I'm like, I need to pay for my parking. So that's why I had it in my pocket. I'm like, why am I carrying these 20s, every 20s in my pocket like that? And do you know, I got to the car and the money was not there. Like I got all the way to get to the, I was like, oh my God. And I had been parked there like, San Francisco. Okay. So you know how much it was. $3 every 15 minutes. So I backed up and was like almost panicking, like, hell no, I got back up to the stairs, going all the way to followed my step. Do you know all the 20s were on the floor? The floor that I was on, they were just laying there. No one had picked them up.
Oh yeah, God is good.
I said, oh my God.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like I don't have to replace this. In other words, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a loss is a loss. I don't care if it's $500, $5, $20. It's a loss. So I just been like, just lost $100. Like that's crazy. And so I knew right then in the elevator, like that is God. Like he is in everything.
Yeah,
You
amen
know,
to
he
that.
protects.
That's
And let me
right.
tell you, King, I was in the car for like 15 minutes looking for the money. So anybody could
Wow.
have
So somebody
walked by and
doing
picked
it.
up
Yeah.
those 20s off the ground.
Wow.
You hear me?
Man.
So I definitely have no shame. I talk about anybody knows that follows me and that is in my life. I am thankful to
That's
him
amazing.
for everything. So Hot
That's
One
what's
comes
up.
to mind.
That is what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hot One, you have had not one, but is it 3 versions of Hot One? I want to say what is there? An EDM version. You got Mr.
Hey,
Fab. Shout out to Bay Area's own Mr. Fab.
shout out Fab. Yeah.
And then you got, of course, the original. What is up? I mean, incredible sound, right? But I know there's 3 versions, or is it 4?
It's about to be 4, but look, it's 3 right now. Uh, yeah, no, I'm keeping it alive because I believe one, it's a huge single, on its
It's
own,
big.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And I believe that it's still alive. Like you know what I mean? Like just like I said about Love Back, I'm like, I'm gonna keep remixing it and until somebody say, you know what? This is international and then we blowing this thing up. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
I love that track.
Well, I heard it the first time when you sent it to me, like when I sent for the interview. So I was like, excuse me. And so that's the thing. It's new to anyone who's never heard it before. I don't care if it came out, when it came out. It's
That's
new
right.
it's new to everybody who has never heard it. So
That's
it's a hit. I'm telling you it's a hit. I have the ear for hits. As you saw, I put it with the flyer. I'm like, excuse me,
yeah.
everything. The remix is, I mean, oh my God, it's the flyest shit I've ever heard. I was just like, what? You know? Because I stand 6 feet when I'm in my heels.
I know. Hell
Ah,
yeah. Oh shit.
yeah, dope, very, very dope sound.
Thank
And so yeah, incredible single.
you. Thank you. That's my
So
joint right there, man.
yeah.
I try to perform that thing everywhere.
Do you?
Yeah, I try to perform that thing everywhere. I'm about to go to Atlanta soon.
Yeah, I like
After
that.
after November, December, and Vegas and Atlanta, I'm trying to, cause I got this one song that I know it's gonna take. Besides Highway, I got this other song that I just recorded that I'm about to. I think I'm gonna try to break it in out there instead of
Mm,
out here.
okay, King.
Yeah.
Well, I know that there is, of course, many people who follow you and you have many fans. And I would just have to say, if there's anything that you can say to an aspiring artist who is obviously, coming fresh out of, even I would go back to maybe even like junior high, because we you started singing when you were 4. But to an artist that is like coming out of school, elementary, and just still doesn't have the courage, but still sits in his room at night writing all these songs, doesn't know that he's this big gifted individual and wants to follow in your footsteps. What would you say to him? What would you express?
Hmm. I would say to him because I was him or
Mm,
her
yeah.
or whoever you are. I was you. So I would say, um, don't overthink it.
Ooh,
You know, just just do it.
yeah.
Whatever is in you, it's in you for a reason. The reason why you write, the reason why you do the things you do, it's a part of who you are. And just believe that if you put your energy into that, like if you say, I choose to take this interest and turn it into a fascination, and then from the fascination it becomes a passion, and you become passionate about it, go hard. Like
Yeah,
nobody can stop you but you.
absolutely.
Believe in yourself and go.
Yeah,
You know.
incredible. I love that. And I could definitely, I mean, whether you're young or old, I can appreciate it because we all go through, depression and pauses and
Oh yeah.
where
Oh,
we
it's
think we
real.
just not gonna ever sing again, we're gonna quit, we ain't doing this shit no more, and
Man,
that whole
it's real. It's real.
thing.
So real.
So in closing, I want to say thank you first and foremost. Um, to anybody who obviously is watching, you have obviously just witnessed greatness. I've gotten a chance to have an incredible dialogue with an amazing individual, humble human being who is gifted. I want you to take us out and let everybody know, aside from watching here right now, where can they find you, which platforms, tell us your socials, your website, and anything else you want to share with us.
For sure. So you can find me on all social media at IamJayLuck. That's IamJayLuck. Check out my website I got blogs and I put exclusive stuff on my website at IamJayLuck.com. And you can read my bio and find a little bit more about me there too. Also got magazine and press stuff there that you can read about. And I got a show coming up.
Oh.
That's gonna pretty big show. November 19th.
Okay.
Shout out my boy Lance, aka Cherry Bowles. We're gonna turn up for the Scorpios, and we're trying to lock in Raz B's after party that night. So I think it's gonna be like a party for Raz, and it's gonna be about.
Where is that at? Is that here in the Bay Area? You said Raz B?
It is in the Bay Area.
Okay. Okay.
I'll get you the details so you can post it with the.
Absolutely. I will post and share. So that's it. You again have just witnessed greatness. Again, Jay Luck, Bay Area's own vocal performing, recording artist, producer, singer, songwriter. Again, aka Mr. Talent. If you are watching right now, you obviously are watching here on Face Behind the Brand YouTube channel. You obviously saw the link, you saw the ad, you saw that Jay Luck was coming on tonight. So go ahead if you haven't already and subscribe, share, comment on this interview so you can continue to see other amazing artists. Again, this has been episode 140. I am your host, Monique Marie. I appreciate you all. Please enjoy your beautiful weekend and have a wonderful night. Peace.
Na, na, na. I think I got one. She a hot one. Check the bio for her OnlyFans and it's not one. Look for any kids on her page and it's not none. And she told me she ain't got a man she gotta hide from. She about 6'1" when she put them heels on. Live in the A, but LA is her real home. Baby tatted up like a subway in Harlem. Got her paper up, she hit the mall and cop all of them. Passport stamped up, you could tell she been around. Whole club looking at her, man, when she bend it down. No Pac raised me, I told her, look, I get around. About to throw my player card in and gon' sit it down. Boy, that's a cap, I might be going a little too far. I ain't gon' lie, little mama, let me turn you into a star. I could make you a celebrity overnight if you not one. I tell the whole world about Shawty, she a hot one. She a hot one. All this drip for me, I need a hot one to match my flying. I need a hot one. We gon' pipe it up, keep it piping hot till the end of the night. You a hot one, let's chill for a hot one. Then we gon' turn it up, this a hot one. I'm so lit, little baby, let me light your fire. I need a hot one. Marching in with bands when I pull up. Looking like 100 grand when I pull up. And all the pretty ladies wanna push up on me. Na na na. I'ma pipe it up, I'm a hot one. Yeah, shorty.